Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions,
Welcome to MME Live with the Master of Madness and a sci-fi dragon and a nerd a lot if his internet working. I don't know if he can come
He said
in or
he'll
not.
be back.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yes, I'll be back like Arnold. So tell you what, please, if you're watching, smash the hell out of the like button because movie content is back. I could tell people haven't been, not that many people watching my video game content, which is fine. I don't want to abandon either, and I don't want to create a second goddamn channel just for video game content because I know that's the answer, and I don't want to build it up. I want to have all the madness not contained on one channel. But if you haven't yet, please go check out me and Brian's review. We actually put money into that by buying it both at a new release, and a lot of time, and we're pretty happy with the review. We worked hard on it. So go support that type of content. We know it's not going to get the views. We're not expecting big views, but we want to work out a way to have all kinds of content on this channel. And maybe I might be on Brian's channel too sometime. Do a let's play. Maybe we'll just do I'll do one video if you'd like, Brian, of just the Royal Rumble. And just do one shot.
Yeah.
When we unlock Hulk Hogan, hey, sci-fi. Now you are freezing. Do you like? Do you have any interest in wrestling games or anything like that?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Well, they're fun. Hey, Bianca fights the zombies. What about you, dude? You have like classic wrestling games? We have movie content to talk about for sure, though. There is news about filming new footage, and yes, it includes Ray Fisher. And I know Sci-Fi doesn't like to get into that Ray Fisher content too much, but the only thing that I'm going to say about it is they're filming new footage with him. So that is
I mean that's okay. I mean it doesn't really have anything to do with the controversy. So
no, I know, but
it's talk about that.
Yeah, it's still weird though that it's out there and that everyone's moving. It's still an odd situation. I actually wanted to watch a Grace video because she comments on it's only a short video. She comments on the Snyder cut, additional photography, and her thoughts about Ray Fisher still being. So I didn't pre-watch it, so we could watch that first here to get it started, and then we'll move on to other content. I promise, Sci-Fi. Don't get worried. All right.
Okay.
And you got your Godzilla shirt. Maybe we could work something out, Godzilla. We got to incorporate Godzilla into the show somehow.
I mean, I could always talk about Godzilla on my own channel too. So
no, I like
Godzilla.
I like Godzilla.
There just isn't that many that much Godzilla news.
Well, I think
it's
because
just kind of been pretty slow.
I think because Bianca's. I think he's talking about Ray Fisher too.
Michael S is here. Yeah.
Yeah, I see Michael S pretty active on Twitter, supporting his.
He was taking a break for a while.
Okay. Yeah.
But now he's back in full force.
Yeah, he is. Where's Phobic? I don't know where Phobic.
I'm sure he'll show up.
I don't know.
He likes to show up fashionably late.
Yeah.
Phobic's never fashionably anything.
Kind of like Beetlejuice, you know?
He shows up in Rex's house. All right, let's see what Grace has to say.
Honestly, I think this article is an extremely strong warning shot to Ray Fisher.
Oh,
probably the strongest warning. I mean, look, the Rock had a clear hit piece about a week or so
All right.
ago, but I honestly feel that this is like this.
This is why I wanted to cover this.
Oh, is that what he was tweeting about just a little bit ago?
Yeah, I think so. Hi, Firewater.
Hello.
Water. I thought that was okay, never mind. I thought that was Sir Nerdalat for a second there.
Oh no, he might come back. We're talking about this is a reaction Firewater to a Grace video. She's saying this is a strong article as a warning to Ray Fisher. So this is interesting. I didn't pre-watch this video. Of course, they are filming. I don't know if you heard yet, Firewater. They are actually adding a week's worth of filming to the Justice League Snyder Cut, where Ben, Henry, Gal, and Ray Fisher are back. And the interesting thing there is they are bringing Ray Fisher back. Well, he is very vocal on Twitter and the internet.
Oh, but I heard some random people on the internet say he was done. Oh,
well,
I
don't know.
I didn't really hear that, but yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm being facetious, but no, I think it's good. I mean, they really want to make that Snyder Cut legit. When is it coming out in 2021?
Yes.
No, like, do they have a month?
First quarter, maybe May or something. I think I can't remember.
I saw like some like Twitter account saying that it was going to be on May.
Okay.
Did I freeze up there?
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay.
So we want to kind of hear. I like Grace Randolph. I get a lot of criticism but I think she does a good job. Hey, she's the first movie talk pundit that has a solo channel. That's not like a group of YouTubers that she might get to 1 million subs pretty soon, and she gets good exclusives. Zach likes her. He went to her for the interview, so I want to kind of hear her take on this. She thinks it's a warning to Ray. So that was it. I didn't expect that from her. She hasn't talked about this Ray situation much. Maybe you should watch Grace stuff because she doesn't cover it as much as I do. Let me see what she says here.
This is a
I'm
turning
mixed.
point in the WB
I'm on
versus
Grace.
Ray Fisher situation, and I think that's why the Hollywood Reporter agreed to run this.
Okay.
I
Hollywood
think
Reporter
it's from Warner Brothers. Because Warner
Okay.
Brothers ain't playing. I think with this article, Warner Brothers is very clearly signaling Ray Fisher that if he wants to be part of the Snyder Cut going forward, from additional photography to the publicity campaign, he better just stop.
Oh, really?
And I'm sure the Snyder Cut team, by the way, does not appreciate being used as collateral. I'm sure they've had enough drama. They just want to tell their story, and we just want.
Well, Momoa came out and supported him recently, so this is a strong take from Grace.
I think that's kind of a stretch that it's a warning to Ray Fisher.
No, I don't know. They do this kind of stuff. They put things out publicly. I don't know. She could be right.
No, but yesterday, what was it? Yesterday, where they also they tweeted the email that they sent out for Warner Media.
Uh-huh.
So Warner Brothers Pictures is trying to cover their ass here. Warner Media is all over them right now. Like they're throwing some like serious change of culture around that place.
All right. Well, let's see what else. I don't know if we're gonna. I thought it was a shorter vid. We'll watch about 5 minutes probably. See if she gets to a point here.
Watch it. And I think that by leveraging the Snyder Cut, that's going to put fans in a difficult position. I think it's a clever move by Warner Brothers. It's a clever move. I'm going to talk about what I think Ray Fisher should do in a moment. But first,
well, it is Hollywood Reporter, and they did title the article amid Ray Fisher claims. So that it's clear that they had some type of agenda with the article to put both those things there, or maybe they just wanted the clicks. I don't know. The Ray Fisher thing is a thing that's going on in the Snyder Cut fandom. Like it is something that people talk about. So of course, if you to be with it, I guess you have to mention Ray Fisher stuff. Yeah.
When you,
what do you think, Firewater? You think this is a slight warning, like, come on, play ball?
No, I think the story's too hot.
Okay.
And the worst thing they could do is kind of like cut ties with him, because that'll be indicative of guilt and what they call it, retaliation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a corporate no-no. That's a major, major corporate no-no. You don't do that. You do, or you do it, but you wait 6 months to a year, and then you make his name mud, and then you can't tie it back to the original incident. That's my opinion. Now, of course, but then again, they kind of went forward with some decisions. They should have kept Zack Snyder. They didn't. They went with Joss Whedon, which got lampooned in The Boys. I don't know if you saw the latest episode.
No, I didn't see it yet.
Oh, okay.
I haven't watched The Boys, period. So at least Max is ahead of me in that way.
They made fun of I don't want to spoil it, but too much.
Okay.
But they made fun of Joss's Justice League.
Oh, cool.
So it's like it's a quick couple lines of dialogue, but Max, I think you'll like you'll get a chuckle out of it.
Yeah. I've been really enjoying The Boys, but ever since Tatiana Maslany has been cast as She-Hulk, I wanted to go check Orphan Black, and we've been watching that on Amazon. That's a really good series.
Oh,
really,
great, isn't it?
there's 5 seasons. 5 seasons.
Oh, wow.
And she does it. She's a great actress. That's all. I don't want to spoil anything because it's interesting. If you don't know much about the show, it's cool to go in fresh without knowing what's going to happen. But she does a really good job. Very good actress. I can't wait for her to play She-Hulk. So my wife doesn't like to jump around from shows to show. So we're all into this. She's like, okay, next episode. She likes to binge,
She likes to one show and then watch another one afterwards.
Right. So I am looking forward to that new Boys and Raised by Wolves too. But
I never behind Raised by Wolves because that looks like more the same from Prometheus and
I think
Alien Covenant.
I think it's a little edgier. A little more. Yeah.
But
no one ever.
They're both rated R movies, though. You can't get any more edgier than that, though.
Yeah. I talk about you, Phobic. I said, when's Phobic coming in? Brian said
they said that you're a chaos agent, Phobic. That you're like the Joker, but for movie talk.
Right.
I was gonna say like Beetlejuice. Say your name 3 times.
Yeah, Joker. Is in the thumbnail. We'll get to that too. Because there's rumors, which I don't know if it's any truth to it, but let's hear a few more minutes of grace, and then we can move on to that.
Talk additional photography. Now, when the Snyder Cut was officially announced back in May, I told you, I'd heard from my sources that there would be additional photography, even though many other scoopers insisted I was wrong and that Warner Brothers had only greenlit post-production completion of what had already been filmed. That is, as I told you, and as you can now see, wrong. I think it sucks that this is how it got out. This is how it got confirmed. But the Hollywood Reporter, they're going before cameras for the Snyder Cut in October. So this October, right around the corner. It's so exciting. Woo! So what kind of additional photography are we talking about here? One thing I can tell you now is that half of the Green Lantern scene has been filmed. The Batman half. Ooh. So that means they just have to film the other half of the scene, which should be very easy to do with Green Lantern. He flies. He's got an electric. Well, we'll see what kind of suit
Green
Zack
Lantern
puts him in. But I have heard that he wants Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
I think
Ryan Reynolds.
I thought that was a rumor.
Nostalgia is these days, and that Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern came out at around the time that these other movies were coming out.
Well, it is more likely that he would return as Green Lantern than Deadpool for Disney. I'm be honest. I'm not.
No, there's no lies in that statement.
I mean, they're putting the brakes on. They said they weren't going to do it when they took over Fox, but come on, Deadpool 3 was a shoo-in until that. I don't understand why they're not doing it.
Yeah,
really, that's the only thing.
Do you guys
that it would happen?
What's that?
Do you guys think that? Oh,
Sir Nerd, I'm sorry. What was that?
No, the fact that Disney put the brakes on Deadpool would be the only reason I would really see Ryan Reynolds coming back to WB and Justice League.
I really hope they didn't put the brakes on Deadpool. I'm still holding out hope for a Deadpool Wolverine movie. I know. It's not
that would be amazing.
I'm really holding out hope.
You can always dream, man.
Would you guys that Ryan Reynolds is kind of becoming over? Like you see him in everything, and he just kind of plays the same type of roles every time.
Yeah, he can be. I could see that, but the Deadpool he's perfect for. That's like his best character.
Yeah, but he does that with every role. He kind of does the same Deadpool type of thing with like when he was in Detective Pikachu, he just was playing like a Deadpool version of Pikachu. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Barcelona says Ryan Reynolds isn't Green Lantern. I don't think he was the problem with that movie. I thought he was fine. I think it'd be more interesting to see a new Green Lantern, though, for me.
Yeah, I hope it's a new Green Lantern and it's not the same one from the 2010 movie or whenever that movie came out. The Ryan Reynolds.
Well, I'm giving Grace like a minute and a half cutoff. If she doesn't get to more points, we're shutting her down.
I think it would be just absolutely perfect to do it that way. And Ryan Reynolds has been, active on Twitter, signaling that he's open to this.
Okay.
And I again, as I've reported to you, this is what they want to happen. And so it would be great if Ryan Reynolds shows up there in October and films the other half of that scene. That's why there can be some of you have been like, but what about the hints to who Green Lantern was back when the movie was being filmed? Well, that's because those scenes.
What about
not filmed? They are
Idris Elba?
With the Batman. I heard that the Green Lantern stuff has to be filmed.
Okay.
So they could swap in Ryan Reynolds. And that other guy, as I've said before, Zack Snyder is a prolific filmmaker. You can give that actor another opportunity. I think that, that you want stuff that gets people talking about the Snyder Cut, that makes it must see every week. It's 4 1-hour episodes. And as I told you, a little extra something afterwards each week. And I think having Ryan Reynolds show up one week as Green Lantern and redeeming himself. I mean, it's just a perfect story. Is fantastic.
But would you really want to spoil that in a trailers and stuff, though? If you want it to be like a surprise or something,
I would prefer surprises. But unfortunately, the way entertainment industry works right now, they blow the load in trailers. Anything that surprise they have, they show it right before like the trailers that come out. So basically,
that's why.
Go ahead, sci-fi.
That's why I like Interstellar, because they managed to keep the Damon was in the movie a secret until the movie came out. Like you never saw him in any of the trailers until then.
That's go ahead.
Think about the Mandalorian, and the reveal of Baby Yoda at the end of episode 1. That was no one knew about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
And now he's everywhere now.
Yeah. What about all those inside sources that they have? Nobody could come up with anything.
Right.
Right. Doomcock did not know about Baby Yoda. That's
really, sure. But he's so reputable and
interesting.
Jordan Ball says, "I went to see Green Lantern when I was 7 years old. That movie is literally my childhood. I still like it too. I think it's fun.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember liking it a lot.
I mean, it's not. I wouldn't like go on the start a bring back Ryan Reynolds hashtag or anything like that. No." I don't. If it happens, I'll watch and see the execution of it. I don't care that much. I think I prefer to see someone else new though.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel the same way about the '98 Godzilla movie. The way that you guys feel about the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm. I like that Godzilla movie. It's fun. I just don't. I don't consider it as like.
It's a radical take, but it will never happen again.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
That's why Zack Snyder and his team want that. Now, I've also heard they want to do some more filming of the Martian Manhunter elements and more scenes with the rest of the Justice League, including Cyborg. As Zack said in my interview with him, he is making his ideal 4-hour Justice League, and this additional photography is to make that happen. So again, it's to pick up some things that they didn't get to do before the unfortunate situation that happened with Warner Brothers and Jeff Johns replaced. We'll talk about Jeff Johns in a moment. Jeff Johns is the one who replaced him.
I'm not going to watch that part.
That was all Jeff Johns. And so Zack didn't get to finish principal photography. So this would not only allow him to do that, but to tweak it and make it again his ideal version of Justice League. I think that's just fantastic. So does Ray Fisher need to be a part of this additional photography? Well, Zack has said he is the heart of his film. But who knows how much of Cyborg's storyline is already in the can? From my sources, I haven't heard what this case is with Cyborg and what needs to be shot. I'm sure, though, that no matter what is going on with additional photography, Ray Fisher would like to be part of the publicity campaign. But you can understand why Warner Brothers, from their perspective, doesn't want to hand him a microphone right now. Okay,
that's where we're gonna finish with her. Good reporting. I think that it's very exciting that they're filming. We're gonna get some frosting on this Snyder Cut, like extra little fun stuff for the fans. Maybe cameos of the new Green Lantern or Ryan Reynolds back, Martian Manhunter. We're gonna get that extra stuff. And that wasn't a slam dunk when they said officially that it was going to release. So it is big news that they're getting a week's worth of filming. This, after the pandemic, this is probably the safest type of production to do, just to do extra shots, beef up the project, make it more exciting, even for some people for the Snyder Cut, even though most of the delete, that are really hardcore to stuff, pretty much know a lot of the stuff that's going to be in it. This could be really exciting for them because they know, additional pickups. I
actually thought that they already filmed it and started filming the additional photography after they announced the movie was confirmed.
No, they said there wasn't going to be at first. They said there wasn't. They said we're just finishing what we have. So this might.
I kind of figured it was a given that they were going to do that, but I don't know.
I think
people were speculating.
Yeah, people were speculating and saying they would need it. Some of the opposition to the Snyder Cut said that it was going to be wildly expensive, and there's no way. They were downplaying how complete the Snyder Cut was and saying they need a lot of footage. So that was also part of the rumor to give you the other side of the argument. But I think this is mostly to beef it up, to finish stuff that was started and make it more special. And I'm all for it. She's not wrong about one thing. If Ray Fisher is included in promotional stuff, he is going to bring this stuff up every time. I don't think he's going to stop. For better or for worse, if you're for him or against him. So that is a major consideration for promotion for the Snyder Cut. He is not going to stop talking about this, and he wants to be included. That's a valid point. Any thoughts there, guys?
Well, I think, again, Ray has to be careful as well. If the studio's throwing him a bone and they are completing an investigation, it's actually in his best interest to pipe down. Because he could shoot himself in the foot. Yeah. In my opinion. I mean, it kind of is what it is, though. I mean, like, Cyborg is part of the Justice League. Like him or don't like the character or whatever. I mean, to not have him at any promotion for this, I think would be a mistake. But you're right, Max, in that regard, that he might shoot off at the mouth, and do the promotion and, and still like, hey, what about that investigation? Hey, what about this? What about that? I mean, ultimately, if Joss Whedon treated him like crap, he's not involved in the Snyder Cut. So, I mean, he may carry on, but at the same time, it's like, he likes Zack Snyder from what I gather, and he respects him. And is he going to trash? Zack Snyder would be collateral damage if he wants to continue to go after studio in the press tours for the Snyder Cut. In my opinion, I don't think it would be a good move on his part.
Well, I do think even no matter what side of the argument you're on, you kind of feel if Ray's involved, he's going to keep bringing stuff up. Maybe he will. I don't think that's a good move on his part. I mean, right. I believe him. Be more calculated. Okay.
But you need to be more tactical. Being right isn't enough, as weird as that sounds. You have to convey the information in a way that generates support, not disdain.
Right. I get that for sure. Listen, I still support him. I got my Ryan Sieverfett's shirt. I just got notification that it's shipping. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm excited that they're going to film these additional scenes because that's going to be the frosting on the cake for us fans. Get that little extra stuff. I think it is. It also, to me, it feels like it's going to be more linked to the Flashpoint than they're admitting. And it's especially that the oppositions that are cut would want you to believe. I think it's going to be more linked together. It's going to be like a continuation. I can't wait. Yes, but Phobic said, is the Snyder Cut or Justice League life's pretty dull? No, life is great for me. I'm getting into gaming again. Movies, what's there? I like the cover. We're having a lot of fun. Me and Brian and Firewater and Sci-Fi and Nerd a Lot. We're embracing all of the entertainment that we have left. At least that's my take. That's what I'm trying to do here.
That's pretty much how I feel about it.
Right.
Grasp and hold on to whatever entertainment you can and support the entertainment industry because this means jobs too. Yes, if you buy products at full price, does a big corporation get it too? Yeah, but you're also supporting people in the industry. Is that lame to say? Maybe it's lame to say. I'm happy to buy a product.
It's half lame and it's half something else. It's half good.
Well, I mean, this whole thing puts everything in perspective.
50-50.
People need their jobs. I'm happy to pay my hard-earned cash to support entertainment at full price, and I hope people get back to work. I hope movie productions get back to work. There was some other interesting rumors, and I wanted to propose a question to you viewers and everyone on the panel. I don't know if this is true, but it's interesting, and there's been some images that have come out that they are interested in Jim Carrey being in a sequel to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. So this is it came from We Got This Covered. So We Got This Covered full of BS. So
yeah,
right. But other
that's
sites
that's
running,
the one that you actually have to take with a grain of salt.
Yeah, lots
to use
get your salt shakers. Just pile on the salt. It's not just a grain. But
and make sure you use Himalayan salt too.
Yeah.
But here's my question to everyone on the panel and you viewers. So comment in the chat. What would you like to have happen to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker movie? Do you want it to be one and done? Do you want a sequel with Joaquin? Or would it, if they do a sequel, would it be more interesting? And this is kind of the route I'm going. I don't think they would do a Joaquin Phoenix sequel, but I think there's a very strong possibility if they were to do a sequel that they would be in that a continuation of that movie and someone else take out the mantle that's inspired by him. That's also more dangerous for mainstream media because they're going to say, look, radicalization, inspired, right? Yeah. But you have to go realistic too. I think you have realistic take. I think it's very possible if this character existed. Is it dangerous to say if this happened in real life that people would get inspired by it? So I think that's. Well,
I've kind of heard the similar rumors about like the Jared Leto Joker, that he wasn't actually the first Joker in the Snyderverse, and that there were other Jokers before him, and he just was one of many that took up the mantle or was inspired by the original Joker or something like that.
I don't know if Jim Carrey, I like him, but I'm sure he's an ass in person. In fact, there's
definitely.
There's a whole Netflix special.
I've heard he's really weird.
He's weird. He's really weird.
Yeah, about the Andy Kaufman movie, Man on the Moon.
Oh, Man on the Moon, yeah.
Yeah.
I still have to watch that, but I heard.
Oh, great film.
Did you see the
documentary?
No.
I heard that the studio did not even want to release it on the special features because he looked so much like an ass that like people are going to hate you. So that's why
he took that Andy Kaufman character and literally lived in it,
right, for
like however long it took to shoot the movie.
And I like Andy Kaufman, but he's probably an ass in real life too because he liked to. That was part of his. He actually like embraced the character, like he became it. He just wasn't a role for him, and he got off. He liked people thinking he was the villain, like when he did that wrestling. He loved that. It's hilarious.
But to answer your question, I think Joker should be one and done.
One and done.
Okay. I understand why that's kind of what I think. It cracked $1 billion, if I remember, rated R movie, shattering the Deadpool record, right? Mm-hmm. Which had a very 750 million is nothing to sneeze at either.
No.
But I really think that I get the franchising opportunity. I do understand the business end, but I just think Joker was such a masterpiece. Just leave it be.
Okay.
Don't revive. Don't add McClunky in it. Don't don't or whatever. Who did Todd Phillips did it, right?
Yes.
Todd Phillips.
Whatever Todd Phillips' version of McClunky would be, just leave that out.
Mm-hmm.
No extra scenes.
But if they that's your first opinion. They shouldn't touch it all. If they go ahead with the sequel, then that's my follow-up to it. If they do it, would you prefer Joaquin Phoenix coming back or someone taking up the mantle because I think that'd be more interesting. Because I don't know where they could take the Joaquin. I think the Joaquin Phoenix arc was done, but if someone was taking up the mantle that was inspired by him, that Joker story, based on what happened, I think that would be a more interesting take if they do a sequel.
It's tough because some people who watch the film would argue that Joker didn't actually happen. It was all in his head.
Okay, that's true.
It would ruin the theory.
He's in the hospital whacking his head against the glass because he's psychotic. He needs help, right? He needs a lot of help. And one could argue that was just one big fantasy all inside his brain when he's sitting in the asylum. With that said, I think I don't know. I think a lot of people. It's tough because I think a lot of people might be upset because Joaquin Phoenix really made the film. He was literally in every scene, and you don't bring him back. It's like when it's like, okay, Michael Jordan's contract expired. Don't re-sign him. Mm-hmm. Take care, Mike. Go sell some Gatorade. Go sell some shoes. Just not in Chicago anymore. No, not that ever happened. But my point is that it's got to be him.
Okay, all right. Jordan Ball says, "I'd love to see Jim Carrey play another serious role, but not as the Joker." Fair enough. Kevin Feige watches the show. He's here. My vision stress is beautiful. Thanks, Kevin. You're going to be you're pretty low. Your content is getting delayed. Can we get a comment on that, Kevin Feige? What's going on with the MCU? Well, I heard Black Widow was delayed.
Well, speaking of Vision, I saw the trailer to WandaVision, and I'm just as confused as I was before because I have no idea what that show's even about.
My wife saw for it. I'm like, okay. I thought it was interesting, but I'm not. It's not the one I'm looking forward to. Yeah. The Vision is just creepy to me. I like that actor. Them as a couple, I don't know why. I don't know why.
Vision was one of my favorite MCU characters. I almost cried when he died in Infinity War. I was like, "Nah, Vision, just hit him with your stone. Do something other than die, please." No, Thanos was too strong. What are you gonna do?
Well, is this all in the Scarlet Witch's head or something? I have no idea.
I don't know, but in the
that's like the fan theory that everyone comes up with is that it's all in the character's head. You know what I mean?
The trailer suggests that, Vision, don't you know that you're dead? Or I forgot what the line was.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, what? So I don't know. I'm going to give it a chance. That was not the show I was looking forward to. I really want to see Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Yes.
WandaVision. I mean, I like Paul Bettany, and I love Scarlet Witch in the MCU. I thought she was great. And I just... I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna give it a try. If I watch the first episode instead of bust, then all right. Well, I mean, my Disney Plus subscription's already paid for the year, anyways. Who gives a shit? Whatever.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it's something my wife wants to watch. I like watching things like that. She's really into it. She likes the characters. She's really into the MCU. I still got to finish that Avengers game, the story mode. I eventually want to do a movie talk on how gaming, especially after this pandemic, is taking over for our stories too. Kind of, there's such great opportunities there for movies and gaming. I really like the Avengers. It's like a movie. It's like an MCU movie playing that game. We just didn't finish the storyline yet.
Is it a good game?
Oh yeah. Phobic recommended it. People like to trash on it because of gamers are really whiny. I don't like microtransactions either, but these games are a good full-length game with a story and multiplayer, and there's ways not to spend money, but if it's even in there, people lose their shit.
Well, that's why a lot of major AAA studios are switching, or not switching, but incorporating mobile games, especially ones released overseas, because they pay a lot more money than American gamers, and they bitch not nearly as much.
I could see that.
Yeah, you got gamers complaining. It's funny because you got your monetized outrage people complaining that, Last of Us 2 developers had to put in 14, 16 hours days. That's standard in the gaming industry. Mm-hmm. And my attitude is, and this is kind of cold, because I've worked 50, 60, 70-hour weeks before. I don't want to hear it. If you're being paid to do a job, this is what you signed up for. If you don't like it, you're free to leave.
And there's some that get paid overtime for that too. They don't always comment.
Time it's salary. Maybe you're promised a bonus, things that. And I'm not saying that they don't work hard and demands are high, but then again, this is what you do. I mean, my brother at one point was working 80, 90 hours a week to close deals. Mm-hmm. He was sleeping at the office. I'm the wrong person to go to sympathy for that. But then at the same time, these people are complaining that there's crunch, but then, oh wait, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X games are going to be $70 now, not $60. Mm-hmm. No, we don't want to pay. We don't want to pay that either. Okay, so you don't want crunch, which means you need to pay more man hours, which means you need to pay more salary. As of 2010, one of my buddies who works in the industry tells me the average dev overhead is $117,000 a year. So that's salary, benefits, workstation, keeping the lights on in the building, divided between all the workers.
Wow.
So let's say inflation. Let's say it bumped up to 140. All right. Now you got to add an extra 6 months of development time.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine. So to me, it's like it's kind of silly. It's like you say you quote unquote care for the developers, but ultimately they just wanted to hit Naughty Dog for social justice point or anti-social justice points, right? You gotta whip up the base to get those super chats going. But if you follow their logic to their conclusive end, it doesn't make any sense.
I think I support the games being 70 if it warrants it. Like there has to be a scale. Like not every game is going to be justify the $70 price tag. It has to be really AAA for me. Or I'll just wait for it. I'm not paying $70 for each game. If it's
it's a lot of money for a video game, man. I play a lot of free-to-play games on my PC, and I'll microtransaction once in a while if I feel like it's worth it. Other than that, I don't know. I don't own a major. The only major console I own is a Switch, and I just play generally Super Smash Brothers on it. So, when it comes
to expensive in general.
Oh well, that's true.
I don't usually partake in gaming that much.
No, that's fair. But I mean, it's
Game Pass is a game changer. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh yeah, they're going Netflix for gaming. Yeah, sure.
Oh, I enjoy it already. I love it. There's games that come out that I did not have to buy because I have Game Pass. There's games that I actually would have bought that came out day one on Game Pass.
Yeah.
One that I saved money on, Battletoads, I would have bought that shit and it was crap. But there's some other games, first party, third party. There was a new racing game that I wanted to play and it came out and I got it the same day. And I'm telling you, with that buying out Bethesda, this is like next level stuff.
Yes.
I think this is finally. I interviewed Tommy Tallarico on this channel before. I hope to again, but he's saying his system is a disruptor to the industry. Unfortunately, I don't think it is. The Amico, but I actually think this $299 Series S with the Game Pass, and you don't really ever have to buy a game. And then you have this community. One of the best things about Xbox is the Xbox Gold community. It's pretty supportive, and they play. If everyone's getting the content at the same time, it is going to be like the Netflix experience. What just dropped on Netflix? What just dropped on Game Pass? And if they do first, like Halo Infinite, when that comes out, that's supposed to be day one Game Pass. You don't have to buy it. That's game changer to me. When games are going $70, it justifies Game Pass even more.
Well, yeah, because not everybody's going to be spending $70 on games a month.
But then everyone could play at the same time, and it could trend. And I think that's how you reach a new audience. Otherwise, you're just catering to the same hardcore. I think that's how you go past the.
And I think that's kind of like the thing with the gaming community is that it's mostly just been hardcore all this time. Like it hasn't really expanded that much, or maybe I could be off with that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Series S is a game changer, especially if they allow people to finance it like a cell phone.
Yeah.
You pay your $40-something bucks a month for a couple of years. You get your Series S and 2 years of Game Pass.
Yeah.
That is something else to consider for someone that's on a budget, and you won't have to buy another game again.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to. You pay for your subscription. That's it, and you can enjoy 100 games a month. That's amazing, and play it all online. And get achievements together. People don't realize hardcore gamers scoff at underpowered compared to the premium version. Lots of people don't have 4K TVs yet, even. This will look good on a 4K.
Even less people have 8K TVs.
Right. So this is and then once it goes, like if they go next holiday, it's out now this holiday. If they say Christmas 2021 $250, forget about it. If they drop the $50, oh my goodness. Phobic's throwing heat. Marvel TV is better than any DC TV show.
Well, I haven't seen that many DC or Marvel TV shows.
Well, they did have the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Netflix series, but we haven't really seen the Disney Plus offerings yet. You're a little premature, Phobic, to say that. I think that's a valid movie talk versus once it actually comes out, once we see.
Did you guys ever hear the argument that like that DC has better animated movies and Marvel has better live action movies, and that their animated stuff isn't that great?
Yeah. I disagree with that though. I love the live action DC. But yeah, I've heard that argument before.
But do you like the animated Marvel TV shows that came out more recently, or the past ones even?
For me, they're just like how the movies are. The Marvel movies are, for a broader audience. For me, what I've noticed is that the Marvel cartoons are more for a younger audience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, definitely. I'm not going to sit down and watch The Killing Joke with my 5-year-old.
I hope not.
But
that would probably be a bad idea.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna probably watch every single Marvel animated movie there is with him.
Yeah. It's options.
Actually, I actually watched the animated Guardians of the Galaxy TV series, like a few episodes, and they actually did some interesting things with it because they went in a different direction with like Peter Quill's father, because they made him like his father's actually the comic book version of his father, not like Ego the Living Planet like in the movies.
Okay. Well, Phobic has something here that I was interesting to talk about, the part of the gaming. PC games won't be $70. I don't know if that's for sure. Console companies are raising the price just to see if they could get away with it. Do you think there's anything truth to the Phobic's claim here? That they don't need to be.
It depends on what market costs are. I mean, cost escalation amongst the workforce. Gaming becomes more popular and popular. More studios are coming around. There might be less talent that's working. However, with that said, I heard of stories where people working on Mortal Kombat 11, they hire people at a DigiPen University, pay them $12 an hour, and they say like, "Oh, you're an independent contractor. This will get your foot in the door. We'll totally sign you in when we're done," and then they just dump them. So I guess it depends. I know that I don't know. I mean, like I said, I could see them. I think a part of the reason why the games are costing $70 is the amount of hardware both Sony and Microsoft are putting into their flagship models. Because apparently you can get, for $500 you can get 120 FPS at did they say 4K on the Sony?
Yeah, I think so.
That's insane, dude. That's an insane. They got to make up the money somewhere.
Well, I heard they always say we're making them at a loss. I don't know if that's. I think they.
I do believe that, man, because the key thing is they have to get units out. And I remember even from the PlayStation 2, they had a manufacturing problem where the chip yield, meaning how many chips you get from the big thing of silicon, how many chips you get from it, their yield was like 30% lower than expected.
Okay.
And that really hurt. And so they had to make it up somehow, which caused shortages of PlayStation 2s. But the key thing is to get the console into their hands, get them subscribing to either PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live, get them buying accessories, and get them buying games.
Hey, Sci-Fi, Mike West wants to know if you got a haircut. He's proud of you if you did.
No, well, he already figured out that I didn't. He already figured out that I don't have a haircut.
Okay.
I just put gel on the side of my hair so that it would stay in place right here on the here.
Well, here's
so that wouldn't be in my eyes.
Here's Godzilla versus Kong. I am really looking forward to this movie. I hope it gets released. I hope they don't bounce it to another year, because I think this is another case of a film that's pretty much finished.
It is finished.
We're just waiting. I think it's a big one. But I also think they can't risk putting it out in an uncertain uncertain environment for movies. Tenet did not do what they thought Tenet would do. It didn't. For better, for worse.
I still want to see Tenet though.
Yeah, well, you're part of the problem. We all are. We didn't. Not all of us here saw Tenet, but I'm not going to go. Well, I said, I think me and some other on the panel said we can't risk it. Family obligations. It's just the reality. You have to think about that stuff. I can't.
Well, in my case, it's that the movie theaters in my area aren't open yet, so I can't even if
true.
even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
Yeah, you're not going to drive to Las Vegas like John Campia.
Yeah,
to see it. All right.
Even though I would like to vacation there sometime when this thing isn't going on, the pandemic.
Oh yeah,
under different circumstances, if everything was normal, then I would have gone to Las Vegas.
You gonna win big?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. All right. Here's about the Black Widow. I think it's people are losing interest. I don't think, although the recent spoiler that I heard about that a possible someone else in the movie that may take out the mantle excites me, but still moved to 2021, the summer of 2021.
I think that's a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, I'm pretty sure.
That's what.
Right. Yeah. Right. It's becoming like that. Poor Scarlett Johansson for. Oh man, I did review a good game. I didn't.
He will review a good game, Giga Bash, when it comes out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do want that game. That game looks awesome.
Yeah. Plus, that was just the first game you guys did, right?
Right. Well, I did get Avengers before that because Phobic recommended it, and I was going to do a review of that. It's just I didn't have everything set up yet, and then I got to finish the story with my wife first.
Maybe you guys could review SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated or something.
I heard that's a good game. I don't know if I'm not sure if I want to get that one or not. I'm not sure
because you're not that big into SpongeBob.
Well, I like good gameplay, so that doesn't matter. If it's fun, I'll get it. But I'm just not sure yet.
But you won't get all the references and the characters.
That's true. I will not. But this isn't just Black Widow. This is Bump Them All Out. Additionally, it has been stated that none of Disney's yet to be released films are headed to Disney Plus as a result of the delay. So I think Mulan also pretty much they're like, we're not doing that again.
Yeah, but see,
Mulan didn't go the way they wanted it. That's why.
Right.
Well, Mulan is
it's just like with Tenet.
I think those two movies are completely different, though. I mean,
I agree, but that's
a
not
lot of people are more interested in seeing Black Widow than Mulan, and if they're using that as a litmus test, it's like, come on, guys.
You're talking about people that handle the decision making that have the money, at the head of these studios that are they don't. I don't think they necessarily take all of that into consideration. Just like it didn't work, let's go back to the theater model. It didn't do as good as they wanted, but there was also controversy in quality of the film. I think if everyone came away and said, "Wow, that Mulan was amazing," it would have done it. Any thoughts there?
Well, I mean, I'm actually the theaters are open where I'm at, and I'm looking right now. I'm looking at what's actually showing, and okay, you got Tenet and New Mutants. They're re-showing Dark Knight Rises. Okay, but like, how do theaters stay open with staff and stuff like that?
Right.
And I mean, yeah, they're showing Empire Strikes Back on Saturday, which. That's actually not a bad idea.
That'd actually be pretty rad, I think.
I might actually go see that because it's IMAX.
So, that's cool. That would be nice.
But
so here's that. Yeah, there's little there to see, even if you support going to the movies. And how do they maintain this? They're operating at. You have to assume they're operating at losses, having it staffed with no one there. Black Widow previously dated for November 6th, 2020, now May 7th, 21. Eternals to November of 21. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which the one I'm looking forward the most out of those three, is now to July.
I mean, they better hope there's like an epic windfall as far as people wanting to go see movies next year.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that's the case. People are just itching to get out of the house and go, but I just don't think that's the reality, though.
There is something to say about habits. Once you get into habits, we lost sci-fi. Did he bounce? Okay. Well, once you get in the habits of what you're doing, you take up new hobbies. Like I said, people. The other reason, besides people were unsure if people wanted to pay this much for the new console generation. Gaming is getting bigger, especially since there's stuff's been delayed, but it's not to the level of movies. There's still been releases. If they're delayed, it's months, not years. So gaming is a go-to thing, and you can, for better for worse, you could explore an outside world or fantasy world when you're stuck in your house. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's once people become so much in the habit of streaming and gaming, it's gonna be a big stumbling block to get people back in the theater, even when it's safe for the same amount of people. I'm just being real. I feel that way. I hope I'm wrong, but hey, Prime, any thoughts there? You think even when this is done, the new habits people are going to take up, or are you anyone here embracing gaming more? I have. I'm doing streaming and gaming
as much as I can. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually I tried Fallout 76 like when it came out, and like I completely just put it aside. I was like, this is not for me. I don't like it. I prefer the older ones. And I've actually picked it up again the last couple weeks, and I'm actually enjoying it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I'm going back to stuff I didn't finish. Like, I don't know if I would have started watching Orphan Black if there was constant stuff out, and I'm glad I did. It's a great series.
I've been watching Star Trek Voyager today, so just getting old school stuff in.
I'm still gonna watch that Star Trek Discovery when it comes on Netflix. I just didn't want to pay.
What is the date for that?
I think it's later this month. I'm not sure.
Yeah, later this month or early next month.
Yeah, I thought I was remembering that Netflix has a pretty busy month this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're still releasing content.
Yeah.
There's one more big story I had. Let me bring this up. This is about James Gunn's Suicide Squad and a possible spinoff.
Peacemaker.
Yeah. Starring John Cena. Now, to me, the trailer, he's the one character I'm like, okay, it didn't click with me yet. I have to wait till the film. It seemed cheesy to me at first. I don't know much about the character, but John Cena is becoming a more and more a bigger name in entertainment, not just in the wrestling. Mm-hmm. He's getting more and more roles, and a spinoff series. I also think WB wants to hold on to Gunn if they can. They say he's coming back to Galaxy 3, but I don't know. Is he just going to produce the series? I didn't read I should maybe have read the article ahead of time. Let me see.
Yeah, I didn't read it either, but it definitely does look interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about the character and James Gunn's style,
mm-hmm.
A little bit more slapstick.
Yeah. Oh, Sci-Fi's back again. Hey, Sci-Fi.
Yeah, my internet's going crazy again. It's just like old times.
Yeah. No, I don't think I watched her Mulan review. I don't remember. I did my own reviews. The reason.
I saw Jeremy John review, and it was pretty good. I guess it was all right.
I haven't watched.
I know you don't like Jeremy jump cuts that much.
No, I don't. It's not that I don't like him. It's that once I noticed the jump cuts on the past, I couldn't get through a video. It was like constant jump cuts, and then you realize a lot of YouTubers do that, and it starts to annoy you. I should maybe do more. I should maybe do more editing. I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. I do very little editing.
No editing.
Right, thanks, Sci-Fi. You really laid out the truth there. Anyone looking forward to this? It's the film's writer and director James Gunn will also write the series and direct multiple episodes, including the pilot. Okay, HBO Max has ordered 8 episodes of the show, so that's interesting. He's writing and directing episodes. This is good for him. They're giving him a new series based off his work on the Suicide Squad. Does Disney have anything to worry about?
I don't know. I find it kind of weird that they picked this character of all characters to make a series
we didn't
out
see
of.
Them. Yeah, we didn't. I agree, but we didn't see the movie yet. Maybe he's the one that clicks the most out of the newcomers.
It's like what they said about the Rian Johnson trilogy. You know? Yeah. So,
no, this is
cautiously optimistic.
This is actually going to happen, not like the Rian Johnson trilogy.
Yeah.
Hey, Max, I got a tip, man. I'll catch y'all later. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming on. Sure.
Good evening, gentlemen.
You too.
Later on.
All right. So, I'm looking forward to this. I kind of think that they might have something to look, Disney is supposed to have him back for Guardians 3. But also, if you think about it, that's a film, and this is a series. And what is the way the industry's going? Streaming series. That's more likely to come to fruition than a film right now. And also, the MCU movies, based on the other, putting 2 and 2 together, these articles came out recently. This is something else I like to do. They're talking about all the MCU movies being delayed. That includes the shows. And now this new show for Peacemaker. So he's going to have time.
Phobic actually brought up an interesting point.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to highlight that comment.
Which
it's about the series. It's the one about the series.
Prime says Peacemaker is off the hook. All right, cool.
Phobic.
Yeah. I bet Cena agreed to be in Suicide Squad if he gets his own series. I don't think he has that kind of pull yet. He's not Dwayne The Rock. Interesting theory, Phobic. I don't think he has this. I think he will pretty much join anything he's offered. I don't think he does, like, if you get to The Rock levels, then you can demand stuff like that. I don't think he's.
I want to see that, though. Now that we just kind of stumbled onto this topic a little bit, The Rock's Black Adam versus John Cena.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Peacemaker.
Yeah. Oh man. It'd be like WrestleMania all over again.
This character, to me, without knowing much about it, and Prime, maybe you could give us the details. He seems a little bit like the Boys character. What's his name?
The Butcher, Billy.
No. The main hero, or the main in the group that's not actually a hero.
What?
Homelander, sort
Homelander?
of. I'm not saying he's exactly like it, but
but
it could be
that dark
something.
Side.
Yeah, dark side to the character. I think there's also more interest in those type of characters in superhero shows. I think that's the other reason they're moving forward with it, because of the success of The Boys and Homelander.
Yeah, the idea of a guy who's supposed to be a good guy, but he's actually a villain, sort of, or he has like a dark side to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Phobic says underestimating Cena is a mistake. I would never underestimate, especially not to his face. I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty good in Bumblebee. Remember, he was in Bumblebee. He was like the military guy in that movie.
Yeah, I liked Bumblebee. People don't. There's mixed feelings on that one.
He was good in the Marine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did want to give a video of the day. I'm not going to do this all the time, but Geeks Cosmics Entertainment. If everyone could go at the end of the show, give him a thumbs up on his recent unboxing. He's a nice dude. He's a supporter of a lot of the shows here. I know Brian's collab with him. He's been on the show before.
Yeah.
And we'll share his video here. I don't know if we're going to watch it, but everyone, because we're just doing a quick hour, I'll probably be back tomorrow. I'm going to try to. And I'm going to, just so you guys know where I'm going. Yes, I want to do those Weekend Warrior reviews. I'm debating whether to do the Avengers this weekend to say how much it feels the weekend, even though it's technically 2, or a different game. So I'm debating that. I know Squadrons comes out next week. So probably next week I'll do Squadrons. And then I can always do compilation videos or about hidden gems, because I have tubs of my old school games. I got rid of some of my cartridge games, the Genesis. I still have Super Nintendo. I got rid of my N64. I could still do best of and hidden gems there though, because I have them all on my Everdrive.
But I think I understood what Prime's comment was actually meant. He means that that Peacemaker's not gonna die in the movie, which means he's gonna survive, and that's why he's able to have a series.
Okay. Well, I would think so. I don't think that'd be weird. That'd be interesting if they bring a new character and then they die off right away. Although they did that in the first Suicide Squad movie. There's some that they were testing the bomb in the neck, and who's that one character? I don't remember his name.
Slipknot.
Yeah,
I'm actually one of the only people who remembers his name.
Right, I could barely remember. The only reason Cena is a thing is because NBC Universal bent over backwards, pimping him over the last decade on the Today Show, and he, after his initial transition to Hollywood, fizzled out. Okay, hot take.
Kind of
Yeah,
like
pretty hot take.
pushing him to the top of the mountain. Wouldn't be the first time.
Also, just for some good gaming, just a quick gaming update. If you have Nintendo Online, they put Donkey Kong Super NES on the online service on Donkey Kong 2.
I love Donkey Kong Country. I freaking love that.
Yeah, this is Donkey Kong Country 2. Nice. I have Nintendo. I have Nintendo Online, and I have that Super NES controller that was an exclusive, and that is the best way to play. I was also thinking about doing is the mini SNES or Nintendo with the controller a better way to go. Now I might do video on that. I have lots of ideas. I don't know if I'm going to get any of this done.
Same here. I have a lot of video. I have a lot of video ideas that I've been coming up with, but I don't know if I'm going to get to all of them.
Man,
because I work so slow.
The thing I figured out is that like you got to just make all of those videos and see which ones stick to the wall.
Yeah.
Just throw them all out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is time and editing and stuff. I'm not good at it. It takes me a lot longer than other people.
The more you know, just like everything, the more you do it, the better you get at it, and you get things streamlined, and you can knock something out real fast.
Yeah. Well, I still want. I bought the equipment. Thanks for the support, Sir Nerd a lot. If you haven't checked out my video, please do. Me and Brian worked hard on it. We spent a whole weekend. So yeah, thank you for doing that, Sir Nerd a lot. Sci-fi, get a chance if you want to. If you're tired of the same content, and then I do something else, I appreciate it if you take a look at this video, Sci-fi.
Yeah,
because it's not talking about Ray Fisher. It's not talking about Doomcock. It's a video game review, and no one watched it. Well,
the capture looked great, though. I mean, the game
just talk while you play. I'm planning to do.
Well, I mean, it's a WWE game, so that's kind of like the only thing that keeps me from it.
It shouldn't. That's the whole point. It's for. Listen, I'm not. Brian knows. I don't really follow wrestling. I like the old school, but even if you don't like wrestling, can you remember the old school characters?
Oh yeah.
They were some of the best. The Ultimate Warrior, Randy Sav, Macho Man Randy. If you like Snowdub with his Macho Man impression. Hey, Prime, are you free this Sunday? Because I started a new podcast, the PlayStation Plus podcast, which I also want to include Brian, but he works later on Sundays, and I wanted to try to do it earlier in the day. But if you're available Sunday, I think Mad Matt may not be able to. I need someone else too with me and Zod Rider. Anyone that's available wants to talk gaming, come on Sunday for the PlayStation Plus podcast. Does that mean we're PlayStation fanboys? No, it's PlayStation plus everything else in WWE. Okay, so if you're interested, let me know on Twitter. We might do 4 or 5 Eastern time on Sunday. Okay, the Shifty gives them the Battlegrounds DLC models leaked. Check your Twitter later. Some are pretty questionable. Okay, thanks. On, off on Sunday, and I'm gonna. I know, Prime. So, but if you're busy, that's fine. But we cover Xbox too. Listen, I'm a both. I have both. I don't play bias for either. Yovarods, this is the debate. I don't want to create another channel for content. Because I'll be real, the grind now, if you start a channel now, it's harder to get to 1K to begin with. It just really is.
Yeah.
It did not used to be this hard to break through to start a YouTube channel. Really,
unless you're like a celebrity or something, and then you get 1 million subscribers right away.
YouTube straps a rocket to you.
And I'll give you a real moment here. The best way to grow, and this is what drives sci-fi nuts, honestly, is you get one topic and beat it to death. And I know that gets boring. And then you get your new subscribers demand that type of content, and I try to go all over the place.
And then, but then you're stuck doing the same.
Right. And it gets boring. I'll tell you what, I did not cover content when I was bored. when I was bored, I stopped covering it. So I'm not doing anything disingenuous to you viewers. I understand that sci-fi gets bored of some stuff. And, sci-fi, I love you, man, but you also don't get some of the new content, too. That's why you kind of, sometimes the stuff is not appealing to you, which is fine. You like to collect. You like anime, Godzilla, which is I totally respect. So it's a constant battle. Is the only reason I'm bringing it up. It's to give you a revealing moment. I don't want to create another channel just for another type of content. I thought about it and I was like, it's too much work, and I think I can make it work with both. I think gaming and movies are enough in the same vein, the same type of fans that it could work.
There's an intersecting fandom there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, the only time I would create a second channel is to review coffee. That's the only time I would create a second channel.
If it was something completely unrelated, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm a coffee enthusiast. I like to try different coffees.
Prime says YouTube is fading. It's oversaturated.
Well, yeah.
The only way to break out is, and I'm not throwing shade at him with this comment, it's just the Geeks and Gamers model. You find something. Like I know, like this last week, I knew for a fact if I did a rant on not being able to get PS5s, that I would get views and subs. I knew for a fact.
Yeah.
You go see Angry Joe and he's doing the typical, that's what gets, people reward horrible behavior. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
As a grown man, I just can't do it. I'm not being disingenuous. I might do a rage video on the clickbait ragers. Saying how full of shit they are. I just can't do it. Listen, I was disappointed I didn't get my PS5. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm a grown man with a family, and I have a job. And it's not like I'm going to miss out on all these games. If it pops up, I'll get it. If it pops up,
I don't really get angry at that much stuff anyway. Like, I don't get angry at movies or TV shows or video games. Like, I don't understand why people get easily mad at these things.
Say Prime. Yep, rants and negativity get views. It's fake. It's like reality TV. Reality TV. That's YouTube. Fake ragers get it, and then they they make T-shirts. F Naughty Dog and beat a subject to death. And I'm sorry, Kendall. He's doing the exact same thing. But you know what? He's playing the game. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
I actually do not care anymore. I've gotten to that point where it really pissed me off before. I actually, to be really true, I hated Geeks and Gamers and what Jeremy was doing. I don't hate him as a person. I just hate what he was doing. Now I just don't give a crap. It's just
he's
reality.
Just there.
He could be too. I don't follow him that much. Oh, you're saying he isn't a fake rager. Okay.
Oh, well, James Ralph can kind of be that way. Have you guys remember James Ralph's Cinemassacre?
He started the model, didn't he? And now you check into his videos and he talks normally. People like that. Even Boogie, Boogie 2998. He did that those Francis videos where he's a big guy whining, doing this character. I can't watch that. I don't
people
get it.
took it too seriously. I think maybe.
No, people I just don't get that. I can't get the fake rage content. I totally see through it. But I think the general public, I'll tell you right here, is kind of gullible. The general YouTube public. Oh, really?
Yeah. Otherwise, all those top 10 channels wouldn't be so popular if the YouTube public gullible.
Man, did I go off on a little mini rant here at the end anyway? I didn't mean to. Sorry, everyone.
Well, I have a show recommendation. I don't know.
Cool.
I've been watching this anime series called it's called Yokai Watch. It's kind of like a kids anime, I guess. This is the two main characters, Whisper and
I've seen them before.
Yeah. It's sort of like a Pokemon or like a Digimon type show where it's about this kid. He meets up with these creatures. They're called yokai, and they're like spirits or something. And he has to make friends with them and help use them to solve problems or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, that'd be interesting.
I mean,
thanks for the recommendation.
It's an entertaining show for kids, I'd say. So if you have family or something, then you can show that show to them.
Yeah. And my recommendation is Orphan Black if you have Amazon Prime. I'm watching season 1 right now, enjoying it, just editing. And we're going to end it soon. Shifty Gizm, I dig you guys because you're generally, we try to stay. We don't want to stay angry. We don't want to, I don't want to stay mad. Me and Robert Storm. I don't know. I could try. Yeah, I'll try to reach out to him. You were late for good timing, Geeks Cosmics. We haven't done this in a while. Your channel of the day, even though we don't really do it daily anymore. Go check that. But we are going to end the show. But I would really appreciate it if everyone would go to Geeks Cosmics Entertainment and go sub and go leave a like and comment on his video. I mean, that really helps out the small guys. It really does. It makes the difference. No, people don't just go and be nice on YouTube and leave comments and say, "Hey, this is a good video," or "Thanks for sharing the video." I mean, this is unprecedented on YouTube. People don't do this. So here is his video.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse toy unboxing. Go give him a sub. I already left a comment. Where's my comment?
The font's all messed up.
Thanks. Oh, here it is. Thanks for sharing. Sir Nerdalot was already there. Rays. So go give him some support. I'd like to see more toy unboxing, Geeks Cosmics, and that's where we'll end the show.
Phobic didn't like my recommendation.
Well, Phobic, you know, he doesn't like anime. When he does like the recommendation, you'll know you did something right. He's a hard guy to please. He is. Actually, he likes a lot of the MCU stuff. So go support Geeks Cosmics. Finally, I can pre-order the free 4K remastered Blu-ray copy of Akira. I'm ordering mine right. Oh yes, Jordan, you keep talking about Akira. Thanks for letting me know. I have to see
do you guys see the original? I mean, see Akira?
It's been a while.
Yeah. Would you guys be interested in seeing the live action version that they keep talking about, but they haven't made yet? Still,
not sure.
What do you think? Like it could actually work, or do you think like just don't do it or whatever?
I think you should always. I think there's enough there to try.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm probably one of the few ones that have like the Bleach and the Full Metal Jacket live action.
Oh, okay.
On Netflix. Like they're bad, but I still really enjoy them.
Okay. I didn't check those out yet. I'll check them. They're on Netflix, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So that's something you can watch right now if you got a subscription. That's a good recommendation. Yeah. I'm for it. I don't know about what I think about Taika Waititi as making the new character. I don't know. I
heard he left the project though. I heard that he abandoned it.
Yeah, I know that Shifty Gizm. I remember this too. DiCaprio tried for years to get a live action Akira remade. I remember that.
And Chris Evans was talked about being in it too. I remember.
Phobic. If everyone went to you for the okay to proceed, nothing would ever get made. Am I making a true statement there about Phobic? Okay, we're thinking about making a movie, but we have to go to Phobic. Why even bother? Why even bother with that? Name me one good anime live action movie and shut the door.
Suck anyways.
It's gonna stink. Are you all you $1 million actors? Get out of here. Scarlett, get out of my office, Scarlett Johansson. I'm just kidding with you, folks. But you're not wrong.
I'm actually thinking of making a video about how you could do a live action Black Lagoon movie, which is the anime I've been talking about a few times on this show.
Okay. Yeah, I'm for it if they could. I actually didn't think Ghost in the Shell was that bad with Scarlett Johansson. It was decent. It wasn't amazing.
Either. I thought it was all right.
Yeah,
but it kind of got overshadowed by Blade Runner 2049 though.
What the hell?
What
sci-fi? Where's the calendar?
Well, what happened? Right there.
Oh, I thought it was
there
gone.
where it usually is.
Oh, I thought it was gone.
Rid of the calendar. I use it with the keys.
You what?
Use it to count the keys.
Oh,
I
okay.
use it like
I thought it said something else.
All I heard was I use it and then it cut off, and I was like, wait, should I ask what you use it for? No. Okay, yeah, to count the days, that's exactly what a calendar's for. For that, I think that one has multiple uses though. Jordan Ball's live action. Okay. Yes. Fair enough. Good, safe way to answer. Safe answer. Live action Akira would be scary. I enjoyed Ghost in the Shell. Okay. That's where
I
we'll
kind
end
of
it for
think
tonight.
that Ghost in the Shell got overshadowed by Blade Runner 2049 a little bit, the one with Scarlett Johansson.
That's a fair point.
That's why
They came out
nobody really
similar
talks
time.
about it.
Yeah.
I even saw
Type
this
of
one
movie,
video
but
that
not
said that.
Rainer.
I even saw this one video on YouTube that said that Blade Runner 2049 is Ghost in the Shell. That's the title.
Okay. That's interesting.
So it's like.
Well, I think sci-fi's
So it's
back.
like a criticism.
Hey, Chad, do you want sci-fi to come back? He's talking so much on movie madness that I can't end the show, which is a good thing. You're ready to talk about movies, sci-fi.
Well, you can end it now, so it's okay.
Yeah. Go check out Sci-Fi's channel too. Have you done any content lately? I'm working on a new video, sort of. I'm trying to record. Let's see. I'm trying to. Oh, thanks. Matt Jarbo popped in the chat to say you're wrong. Thanks, Matt Jarbo.
I'm doing a video on a canceled Disney monster movie called Calling All Robots.
Oh yeah, I did see you retweet that. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was supposed to be directed by Michael Dougherty, the guy who directed Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Okay. Yeah. Geeks Cosmics wants you back, sci-fi.
All right. Well, I can't guarantee that. So.
Thanks a lot. All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining Movie Madness Live. I'll try to catch you later in the week in these nice 1 hour. I also got one thing I got to remember to do is I got to say at the start of the show, Movie Madness mailbag, and include the people that watch this on the replay. I know Kevin Street and Trav are a big supporter of the show, and they kind of watch it on the replay, and I want them involved with their comments and questions. And Kevin also said, please try to keep it at an hour. It's a nice bite-size podcast that he's easier to view if it's an hour. So I'm going to try to stick to that. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, not like all those other streams that are 4 hours long.
We're just going to jump in. Should we stay for Enosh to jump in?
No, I can end it.
That's up to sorry, Enosh. All right, sorry, I gotta go. Sci-Fi Dragon just dropped the mic. Okay, no, wow. Oh, sorry, Enosh. Hey, listen,
start up a stream, man.
Yeah, we'll jump. Hey, Enosh, if you're gonna make your own stream, I'll jump over for a few minutes. The Cosmic State. All right, so, all right, Sci-Fi. If you're gonna give heat like that, you're gonna drop the mic. You gotta say, okay, no, sorry, Enosh. Good night, Movie Madness. Bye. End the show.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, that's it. All right. Sci-Fi said no, the dragon. All right. Bye, everyone.